Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this first video about Keqing and the physical damage builds, which is not what you expect on her. But there are some good reasons to go for a physical damage build, which I'll explain in the video. And she's surprisingly strong as a physical damage dealer. I'm currently in World Tier 3, these are the stats on the character at this moment. The attack is nearly 1500, which is okay. I still have a lot of unoptimized pieces, which is fine because I'm still not AR30, AR40. So, yeah, here are the details. The most interesting things at the moment are probably I'm at 33% crit rate, which is okay. Crit damage is okay at 69% because it's her ascension stat, so it will scale each time that you ascend her. And the physical damage bonus is 74%, which is the linchpin of this build. Now, if we go over the weapon, I was fortunate enough to get an Aquila Favonia. And that actually got me to try this out, this sword. It's a very strong sword, it gives physical damage bonus, as you can see, and it increases your attack by 20%. At max refinement, it's 40%. And the ability is quite nice, regenerating your HP and dealing 200% of the attack in an AoE. My artifacts are the following. I'm using a Tiara of Thunder with 23% crit rate. As you can see, the bonus rolls on this thing weren't the best. My Gladiator's Nostalgia, again, the HP is always here in this slot on the flower. At least it has attack and attack percentage, but again the bonus rolls went into the wrong stats, so that's unfortunate. So that's a bit of room for improvement. Now the feather is always attack, and again here on this piece the substats just aren't what I'm really looking for, so this can be improved. Yeah, no attack, no crit damage, no attack percentage, just not what you want. Now we come to the worst piece. It's the defense. Yeah, this is useless, of course. At the very least, this one has attack and attack percentage, and the bonus rolls went into attack percentage, so it actually increases the attack by an okay amount. That's what saves this piece, and I need the set bonus at this moment. Here, I'm very glad with this one. This gives 43% physical damage bonus, which is insane, and it has crit rate and attack. The bonus rolls went into HP, which is unfortunate, but still the best piece, I think, of this build at the moment. Maybe the Tiara. Now, normally you would build her as an electro damage dealer, which is completely understandable because at the first ascension you get this talent which converts your normal attacks into electro damage, and then if you are fortunate enough to pull a second one, you can unlock her constellation and get even more electro damage in when you teleport. But the interesting part about her, and I haven't had another character that has the same thing, is when you execute her combo, normally you would end in a dash. Now the interesting part about her is that you can actually change that last attack into a heavy attack. And that heavy attack comes out instantly. Like normally if you would do a heavy attack, it would have to charge, which you just saw. But when you incorporate it into the combo and you end on the heavy attack, you deal a lot more damage. As you can see, let's go into the talent. Normally you would end on the 5-hit damage at 85%, but if you end in a heavy attack, it will actually deal 100%, 2 hits, one of 100% of your attack and one of 110% of your attack, which is, well, pretty insane. And for her, it actually means something else, because her E, well, normally you would throw it out, you would do a small combo, you would then teleport, and then, as you can see, the sword will deal electro damage. Now, for this build, you don't want to do that, so the E can actually be exploded using a heavy attack. So let's throw one out, and then, yeah, you can explode it. So what you can do with this is you throw out the mark, which will do electro damage, and then end in the heavy attack and explode the mark. So that are 2 instances of electro damage that you deal without changing your weapon to electro damage, which is perfect for this build. But let's look at the physical damage part first. So here, this is a good trial. This is the electro boss for the essential materials. Normally, if you would build this Keqing for electro damage, you wouldn't be able to damage this boss that much. But considering we built physical damage, I was actually surprised at how much damage this deals. As you can see here, and this is with unoptimized gear. I just got the boss down 30% in one. Yeah, these are the short. It wasn't ideal this fight, but these were the short things. Again, like, the damage really surprised me in how much you can deal with this just physical damage. And that brings me to another part. Like, what I ran into in Abyss is that you have floors where it's difficult to match the damage types. Because, well, we're all limited in this game. I was very fortunate to roll what I did. I know a lot of people weren't that lucky, and it has allowed me to get further than I think I otherwise would get. But it does beg the question, like, if I build her for electro damage, I would have Daluk as the pyro damage dealer and her as the electro damage dealer, but you get floors where, yeah, you're basically well, you're basically disadvantaged if I did that, because with the physical damage build, she will always be viable. I can put her on the floor with electro enemies, and then she will deal damage. And as you can see here, you're gonna see the mark. So I put out the mark, I ended my combo, and yeah, as you can see here, the damage is just insane at the moment. So mark of cooldown, put it down, end the combo in heavy, and the pyro that you find is dead. And this is just with physical damage mostly, and just the mark to layer some electro damage on top, pop some elemental reactions. But really, when you're so limited in maxing your characters, I think having a physical damage dealer is very good to have in your arsenal, because they will always be able to damage whatever floor you are, whichever boss you're fighting. They will always be able to provide the damage. Now, of course, most likely, the ideal build is an electro build. But in an ideal build, I would also be able to build a damage dealer of every kind. But we can't, so we have to make decisions. And in that case, I would really recommend looking into building a physical damage dealer, because it's very flexible to just get them away. But I hope you learned something from this. Thank you all so much for watching. I would love to read your comments, and if I influence the decision. And I'll see you all in the next one.